So this is the most recent work, begun during the pandemic. My projects have always been sort of research-based, and during the pandemic we weren't allowed to travel. I couldn't go to any collections to go do work. All the things I thought of as being my practice went away. And I still had to teach. I was teaching in Zoom, but all of the students at that point had their screens off. So like it's all black screens. And so I'm sitting there talking to myself all day long, and I'm like, what is going on? So I thought, you know what? I'm an artist. I teach photography. I have a camera. I have a backdrop. I have a tripod. I can make art. So that's sort of how it started. I thought, you know, let me just start with portraits. It was a chance to reconnect with some people I hadn't seen at all. Most of the ones selected here had some connection to Scripps or to Claremont. Jen Fay teaches at Scripps College, so it's one of my colleagues, was one of the last portraits that I did. Mary Kelly, you might know, is a well-known artist, and she was my teacher when I was at the Whitney program, so I tortured her for a portrait. Amelia Jones, a curator at USC and scholar, and we're working on a project together. Zachary Drucker's taught at Scripps College, and you saw his photos in the other exhibition with Reince Ernst. William Mago went to CGU and was my TA. I think for me, the pandemic was an opportunity to think about what we've lost, what we want to keep, I guess making decisions about what my life would be if I was going to survive it. And so I think remembering people and creating images of them was something I felt was worth doing. This room was sort of the beginning of the exhibition for me. When Seth asked me, they had an interest in doing a show, and of course I understood that focus was on Claremont, and they were asking what I was sort of interested in, and I was thinking of this room in particular where I had photographed Steve as a part of the pandemic's portrait series. He lives in Hominy, Oklahoma, on the Osage Reservation, and he had seen my postings of the pandemic portraits and said, Ken, when are you going to come and photograph me? Steve is a spiritual leader for the Osage Nation, and this is his regular everyday wear. He loves riding a horse and it competes also. And so this is his everyday wear. And then he asked me, do you want me to put on the ceremonial wardrobe as well? And I said, yes, if you don't mind, I'd love to. And so that's what you see here is traditional Osage items that he would wear to special events. Shonkimonke is the great grandfather of Steve's. And so we were